Yo, what's good YouTube? We back for another discussion video. And today we got a question of the day. And it is, why do we ignore our intuition? You ever wonder why you ignored that gut feeling that you had and then wonder why after? I know I have. And the example that I have of that, there's two examples that I have, but a simple version of that is anytime you're taking a test, right? And then there's something pointing you to that answer to the question, but you don't really know why. But then you second guess yourself, and later on you get the graded quiz or test back, and you realize the first choice that you had was actually the right choice, and that's what we would call intuition. And a lot of that is you just not believing in your first choice or your first answer. And then a more, I guess, more serious or more meaningful version of a half of not listening to my intuition the first time is me quitting weed. So there was so many times when I wanted to quit weed, my intuition told me that this is probably something that I shouldn't do. It's no longer serving me. It was cool in the beginning, but now I'm using it too much. I'm kind of like abusing it in a sense. So I tried many times, but I know the first time my intuition was telling me that I should have quit weed is when I had like a severe accident. So there were so many things in my life was telling me you should probably quit. And I did for a little bit, and then I went back on, and there was just like your life isn't really how you want it to be. Like, you feel too dependent on it. Like the one thing I didn't like was like I felt like I had to do it before every task. Like I know if you speak to a lot of smokers now, like do you feel like you have to do it before watch or something, like before eating? Like there was points and times where I felt like I had to smoke before working out because they kind of like gave me a pre-workout. And I really just understood that was literally just cope. I I wasn't believing my intuition and believing in myself that I was able to quit weight, because for the longest, because I tried so many times, I felt like it would kind of became my personality and that this is what I should be doing. But long story short, now that I officially quit weed, like that was like I knew my intuition was telling me something that I should have done. Like it wasn't leading me astray. Like I feel like one thing that I took thought was overrated was dreams. I'm dreaming again. I don't know, like I kind of trust myself more. Like I have less brain fog. Like I don't know, I felt like less tied to something. I think that was the main reason why I didn't really like it so much, because I felt like I was tied to it, and I didn't really like that. Something that you want to ask yourself is, when's the last time that you s- sat silence with yourself in a room or just in general? And for a lot of people, that would be not in a while because of always stimulated. And in my last video, I talked about phones, social media, and music. All of these factors are connected. Like a lot of times people shower with music, people shower, listen to podcasts, people are just on their phones, whether they're just talking to somebody, texting. Like you're constantly giving out energy and having your attention go to something rather than your mind itself. So like silence for me, when I decided to like slow down and use silence as a way to like meditate, I kind of like I started hearing my inner voice more. Like I started hearing my thoughts more, and then I started getting like more random ideas in those times of silence. So like when I'm like riding my bike or just like hooping by myself, these are the times where I got like ideas or like spurts of creativity. Like a lot of people think they're not as creative as they are is because you're too stimulated. You're not really giving yourself the chance to develop that creativity within yourself. So silence is a big thing of like why I feel like our intuition, or even me, why I wasn't listening to my intuition in the beginning, because of going back to my weed story. Like I was listening to music a lot of times, like Like I was always stimulated. Like I felt like I wasn't really listening to myself. Like the weed was like a way of me coping and like avoiding things. So another thing that, or another topic that connects to why I feel like people, and including me, why we don't listen to our intuition is fear. I feel like fear is a big thing. Like fear on the surface level, it sounds logical. Like some people want to stay complacent or take the easy route. It's because they're fearful. Like it's basically a coping mechanism for me. I know a lot of the times where I did things out of fear. I thought in my mind I thought it was logical, but in the in reality it really wasn't. It was just me coping for like just not having that confidence in myself to be able to do things. Like something as simple as starting this YouTube channel. Like it took me a lot of like courage and like I wouldn't say energy, but it took me a lot of preparation for me to actually like start this channel. Even though I had so many people give me hints, even random people give me hints or like give me seeds of like I should probably start a YouTube channel, but I never did. Where does your identity come from? Like the things you think of success, like where did that come from? Even how you think about masculinity, happiness, and like why do we choose these certain examples? Like I say, if you ask the average person in today's society, what do they look like? What do they see as success? And today, it would most likely be in a lot of money, like superficial stuff. And just like think to yourself, like where does these ideas come from? Like who created them? Like who was the first person? And do they actually resonate with you, or do you just believe in them because society tells you, excuse me, society tells you that's what happiness is or what success looks like. So I want you to challenge yourself to like any identity thoughts that you have about yourself. Are they really your thoughts and your original thoughts, or they're from like I guess social society and social conditioning? A lot of the times our intuition is giving us hard choices. Like a lot of the times the intuition isn't telling you to do the easy thing. Like for example, growth doesn't equal comfort. A lot of times if you actually listen to your intuition, it's pushing you to grow. So for the gym, a lot of people don't have their dream body. Why is that? It's not this lack of discipline, it's the lack of trusting yourself that you can get there. It's the lack of not listening to your intuition. Like for me, my intuition, like going to the gym, kind of built my intuition and that made it stronger. So every time I listened to myself to go to the gym, even times I didn't want to go to the gym, it boosted my confidence. It clears my mind. Like going to the gym is more than just being physically fit. It's more of like a mental and a spiritual aspect for me. It's like I always like to call like hooping and just being active is like my diary. A lot of people stay in relationships longer than they should, and there's this thing in the back of your mind, your gut telling you to leave. That's your intuition. It may not be an easy choice because a lot of people have lives tied up together. It may be like just like yeah, it's hard to just leave or just not wanting to be by yourself or alone. That's your intuition telling you like you should probably listen to that. And like it's a hard choice, but it's the right choices. The best choices that you're gonna make for yourself in life are choices that are most likely hard, because like I said, going back to my first point, growth does not equal comfort. And like the back to the relationship example, people are not wanting to believe that's that constant stimulation. Like it's the like being in a relationship most of the times is like lack of silent time, there's lack of alone time. And a lot of people, even myself at one point, are running away from ourselves, or running away from that alone time, running away from that silent time. So even career choices, a lot of people have these intuitions to do things and to like be creative, but it's not really fitting the status quo. And that goes back to my other point, like what you think of success is working a job, staying at a job and being promoted. but why do you have that? Why do you have those thoughts or that social conditioning? So like your intuition may tell you to do things like be creative, start a business, or just like go out your comfort zone, try something new. And it's not easy. You may have to sacrifice other things or put away, like just like work hard and put a put an effort into creating this hobby or this business. Is that's it. You should listen to your intuition anytime you have any creative spark, because for me, your intuition is like a muscle. It's like you build in the gym. The more you listen to it, the more it's stronger. The more the more you'll likely be, not likely, the more you be rewarded for listening to your intuition. Because I know for me, I have many examples of just small things, just like where to go, people I should talk to, people I should stop talking to. Like every time I listened to my intuition and didn't ignore it, I was rewarded. Like my life got better in some type of aspect or some way. So the thing I want to leave for you at the end of this video is maybe your intuition isn't gone. Maybe it's being drowned out by all the things that I talked about. The lack of silence, the lack of trust in yourself, the immense fear that you have because you don't have the confidence. So I want you to ask yourself this week, how can I tap back into my intuition, and where am I ignoring myself, and how can I bring it back? Thanks for listening. Peace.